We're going to dive in today to a strategy that I've been using for options trading. I'm not going to dive into the entire strategy. What I wanted to display is how I use the indicators to help with this strategy. We're going to take a look at Nike first. Let me get Nike up here on the screen. And excuse me. So the way that I look at the chart when I'm about to trade, or I sell options. So this crosshair, and if you're still learning options and everything, then obviously it's very complicated, and I like to make it very simple. The way I envision options trades are with these crosshairs. So an options trade has an expiration date and it has a strike price, and so that's what's represented by these crosshairs. That's the expiration date of the monthly in January and the strike price here of 130. So what I do is, in this case, Nike, I'm selling a call. So when you buy a call, you want the price to go up. When you sell a call, you want the price to go down in order for you to make money and be profitable. So I already own Nike, and I chose to sell this call, the 130, for January 19th. And the reason why I had more confidence in this trade is because of the D plus indicator, which you can see here on the chart. It's what draws this cloud above and below the bars. And it shows me the divergences with the lines and the signals as they happen. And in this case, we can see the cloud above the bars here above the price is turning red, which means we're getting into potentially oversold, and then overbought. And then when the cloud outline turns red, we are in overbought. Just like when RSI is above that 80. Then that's very similar to what's going on here. So seeing that cloud and seeing that overbought phase that we're in with Nike, I think I made this trade 2 days ago. It was either Monday, it might have been Friday. So Friday would have been here. So it was on this bar right here that I made that trade. And so on that day, I could see what was happening with the price. I could see what was happening with D plus. I could see that we're getting into overbought. And so with my strike and expiration, the question and the goal is I want price to not cross my strike by this expiration date. I want it to stay in this bottom left quadrant of the crosshairs. And looking at the indicator, that gave me confidence here. If there was a green cloud and a green triangle or something around this time, I would say, well, okay, maybe it's a bit more of a risky trade. So I'm not using the signal directly, the triangles and the diamonds directly from D plus on this one, but that is how I use this to add confidence to that trade. And then it's up to me when you're selling the options, you can say, okay, well, what is this at? 130. So like, what if I brought this 130 down to maybe 125, which would be all the way down here-ish. And so then you can decide if you want to get paid more for taking that risk when you sell that option. You know what I mean? That's up to you. Anyway, real quick video on how I use this. This was our D plus, our RSI D plus indicator based on RSI. Just brings it directly onto the chart, gives you a nice cloud there. And that's the options strategy that's how I use the indicator in the strategy for options selling. If you want to know more about that strategy, feel free to hit me up, and I'll see you guys on the charts.